Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having us. My name is Godwill Ilunga. Today, I'll be presenting our work on standard finite difference schemes for uncertain epidemic dynamics. Essentially, how we go from fuzzy ordinary differential equations to AI-enhanced discretization methods. This is a joint work with my co-authors from University of Klagenfurt, the University of Kinshasa, Université Nouveaux Horizons, and University of Padova. Correct. Okay, let's start with the context. Epidemic models are often built using classical ODEs, but real epidemiological data is uncertain, reporting delays, imperfect surveillance, noisy parameter estimate. One natural way to capture this uncertainty is through fuzzy ordinary differential equations, or FODEs. But FODEs come with a subtle trap, what we call the dependency problem. If you treat repeated fuzzy variables as independent every time they appear in an equation, the uncertainty compound artificially and the compound artificially, and your solution bounds blow up much wider than the real uncertainty in the system. To address this, the field has moved from classical Ukuhara differentiability to generalized Ukuhara, or GH differentiability, which better handles the case where solution uncertainty actually shrinks over time. So our objective is in this work is to build um, non-standard finite difference type solvers that preserve the quality structure of these systems in sense of positivity, stability, and conservation laws, properties that classically numerical schemes often fail to guarantee. Now, let's move on to the methodology. Um, to ground this work, we conducted a systematic literature review following the PRISMA reporting guidelines. We searched in databases such as Scopus, Crossref, and Google Scholar, covering the period from 2010 and 2016. After applying our inclusion and exclusion criteria, we retained 33 critical studies. Our goal our goal with this review was to trace how numerical approaches for uncertain biological systems have evolved, especially looking at stability, convergence, and structural preservation. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about uh, some fundamentals of NSFD schemes. Um, so, what exactly is NFD schemes? This goes back to the foundational work of Ronald Mickens. So NSFD schemes modify the classical discretization framework using two key rules. First, um, non-standard denominator functions instead of using the traditional step size h directly. We replace it with the functional phi of h, where phi equals to h plus a higher order correction term. A common example is phi of delta t equals 1 minus e to the minus q delta t divided by q. Second, non-local approximation, non-linear terms like the interaction between susceptible and infected populations are evaluated using values from different time levels rather than purely locally. The major payoff of this approach is unconditional dynamical consistency, positivity, boundness, and equilibrium stability are preserved no matter how large your time step is. Now, this table summarizes how NSFD stacks up against classical methods. The Euler, Runge-Kutta, and implicit blocks methods across several criteria. Stability, required time step size, computational costs, positivity preservation, and exactness. The key takeaway is in that positivity role. The positivity role that you can see. Um, uh, Classical methods like Ruler and Runge-Kutta simply don't guarantee positivity. NSFD does, and does so while often allowing larger time steps and lower computational costs. Now, let's move on to our case study. To demonstrate this concretely, we apply our approach to an SEIR model for amabasis. The model includes a progression rate epsilon governing the transition from exposed to infectious, along with three key parameters treated as triangular fuzzy numbers. And the transition rate beta, the disease induced death rate D, and the recovery rates gamma. Now you can see that the deterministic values are and their fuzzy triangular ranges along with our initials conditions, starting with 90%, 95% of population susceptible. The computed basic reproduction number, R naught, comes out with approximately 3.50, which analytically confirms we are dealing with a stable endemic equilibrium, a genuinely challenging test case for any numerical scheme. All right. Now let's walk through the actual derivation for the susceptible compartment to show rule 2 in action, starting from our discretized update equation for S. We algebraically isolate terms following Meeken's approach, which gives us this rearranged form. From this, we identify two-step size functions, C of h, which approaches 1 as h goes to 0, and phi of h, which approaches 0 as h goes to 0. Critically, both meet the required asymptomatic conditions. Phi phi h equals to equals h plus a higher order terms, and c equals to 1 plus higher order term. This confirms the scheme is dynamically consistent, not just numerically convenient. Now, this is where the theory meets practical. We compare standard ruler against our NSFD scheme under a deliberately large time step of h equals to 2, a stress test. The standard ruler methods breaks down. It produces unstable oscillations and worse generates biologically impossible negative values in infectious compartment. You can see that clearly in the plot. The Euler curve dips below zero. Our NSFD scheme, by contrast, maintains strict positivity across the entire simulation window and converges cleanly to the endemic equilibrium, even under this large step size. The conclusion is straightforward. NSFD gives us unconditional stability against models stiffness, which Euler simply cannot offer. Uh, Now we bring the fuzzy component back in. We apply the NSFD scheme to the boundaries of our triangular fuzzy parameter beta, d, and gamma, which generates trajectory envelopes rather than a single curve. At alpha equals to zero, we get the maximum width of the envelope, representing the full uncertainty coming from imperfect surveillance data. At alpha equals to 1, the envelope collapses exactly onto the deterministic crisp trajectory. Why does this matter? What does this matter? For public health decision makers, this gives a rigorous spectrum of scenarios from the best case to the worst case for proper risk evaluation rather than a single point estimate that hides the underlying uncertainty. To close, I want to point toward where this line of work is heading. We identified four promising research directions that combine AI with NSFD schemes. First, symbolic regression and reinforcement learning to automate the discovery of denominator function phi and non-local representation rather than hand deriving them as we did today. Second, physics informed neural networks to directly learn the alpha cat propagation mapping alpha to the interval bounds over time without needing repeated iterative boundary solves. Third, Bayesian networks and Gaussian processes for identifying the estimating fuzzy parameters directly from noisy real world surveillance data. And fourth, hybrid neural ODE plus NSFD models, which would inherently preserve physical structure while gaining the flexibility of learned dynamics. I would like to thank the o, the Austrian SASTE program supporting African science and tertiary education, and its sponsor, Mr. Wolfgang Haber, and their support for this research. Thank you all, and I'm happy to take any question.